Hello everyone, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so excited to have you here, Pisces. Today we're going to dive in and we're going to get a look at you and them. So we're going to look at the energies here surrounding you and them at this current time here, Pisces. Let's see how you're both showing up. That's too many. For Pisces, please, Spirit, please show you and them the masculine energy. For Pisces, please, Spirit. All right, the masculine energy is getting scarab beetle. The feminine energy is getting ant spirit. You know, I feel like the feminine is in an energy of sort of focusing on her work and kind of trying to get all the pieces of her life to sort of fit together, try to make sense, put some order in, try to kind of co-create the life that she really wants, kind of take where she's at right now and turn it into what she wants it to be in the future. I feel like there's a lot of, I'm getting just like hard work energy with this card. With the masculine and the scarab beetle, the first thing I got was like Egyptian past life, which I don't normally get those kind of energies. So this almost feels like an emperor energy in how it's coming across to me energetically. And it says magic works through you. It feels as though someone is going through some kind of transformation or some kind of change or sort of stepping into their power. With this energy. And on the bottom of the deck, you have rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. So I just want to get a little information on the connection itself before we dive in with the masculine and the feminine energies here. What can you tell us about the connection? What can you tell us about the connection, please? All right, so I feel like this is a connection that may be in separation. Oh, okay. So we have thought patterns. Get out of your head and into your heart. This is the truth. You have addictions, physical addictions, emotionally addictive thoughts, or other negative patterns of behavior are affecting this connection. And then you have fragile heart. You can be vulnerable. And trust in this connection. Your fragile heart is safe. And on the bottom of the deck, you have separation. Surrender into your heart and divine source where there is no separation. The highest levels of love always serve and are without conditions. So kind of the vibe I'm getting here, Pisces, is there may have been someone who had some possibly toxic tendencies or was committed to certain toxic things, maybe friendship, maybe, you know, it could have been drugs or alcohol. It could be, you know, working out, video games. I mean, it can be anything, right? But there was something that it's kind of like this person was sort of prioritizing over this connection, it feels like. It's hard to really say. It could be different for everyone, obviously. And I feel like this person sort of, it feels like an energy of someone who was always able to justify their action or inaction. It's like with this thought patterns thing, they could find a justifiable reason not to take action, or they could find a justifiable reason to take action. It's like they could, there's some kind of something here about mental sharpness, and also someone who, you know, as long as they feel like they're doing the right thing, it doesn't, like they feel justified. I don't know how to explain that, but that's what it feels like. Okay, I feel there is some kind of window opening up for this to come back together, for you to be able to trust your heart with this person again. Okay, So I feel that this person may have kind of hid out in the shadows when this connection may have had its last opportunity. I feel like this person, yeah, they were, there's an energy here of someone who really cared a lot about how things look, really cared a lot about how it made them look, you know, to be in a relationship, to be connected to you, to not be in a relationship, to not be connected to you, you know, who knows. But it's an energy of someone who may have prioritized the opinions of others or some type of external validation over what really mattered to them or what was really important in this connection. I feel like this person has had time to kind of think about it or kind of look at it. This person may not have had really good reactions to things when you were with this person. It's like they may have, it's like if they thought something was falling apart, if you were a little standoffish one day or a little quiet one day, if they took that to mean that you were in any way upset or that you might break up with them or that, you know, you were going to say, I'm not happy with you or something like that, this person would just blow it up before that. Just so they didn't have to like go through it or experience it. This person, it's like, there's a real self-protective energy here and there's a serious pride and ego energy here. So I feel like that came out in a lot of different ways, but I feel like this person was also too self-centered to be really in a successful partnership at the time where this thing was coming together. This person was really concerned about themselves, how they looked, how they came across, all those things over your heart, your feelings, this connection, its health and well-being, you know. All right. We go to the feminine energy, and the feminine energy, okay. You know, whenever I get this spoiled card, yeah, sure, it could mean that the feminine is spoiled, but it's also someone who has standards, someone who knows what she deserves, because she has been given it or has received it or, you know, has been taught, you know, that she deserves the best or she just knows it. And I feel like in this way, this person is not really an easy person to catch. You know, you can't really lure her in with basic kindness because she knows she deserves more than basic kindness. She's also someone who really values her alignment. And I feel like also her inner peace and her inner calm. And I feel like she has been making a lot of adjustments in the way she thinks about things or even in her perspective or how she allows herself to interpret things or how much she even allows herself to think things. She may just really be on an energy of like letting things go and, you know, just moving through energy quickly and not really dwelling or getting too attached to anything. This person, it's like they know there's a pattern with this person. They've recognized the pattern with this person. You know, and I feel like they're over it. I feel like, you know, at one time maybe they would have tried to figure it out or tried to analyze it or tried to make sense of it or translate it. But I feel like at this time, this feminine has done a lot of work on herself and has really looked at the way that the lens in which she's looking at the world. And it feels like she's pretty confident in her standard or in what she believes she expects or deserves or whatever. And so, you know, when someone comes at her with some halfway thing or something less than what she deserves, I feel like she gets really annoyed by it and cuts it off right away and isn't necessarily nice about it. And that can be a little bit harsh, but I feel like this feminine is pursuing valuable things. And it's kind of like if you're coming at me and you don't come at me right, it's an annoyance. It's something that then I feel like I have to deal with. And it's something I have to turn my energy away from what is important to me to deal with. And it bugs me. It annoys me. I don't want to do that with my time. All right. Like, I've taken the time to do what's right. You know what I mean? The feminine with this innocent over here on the bottom of the deck, the feminine kind of does have this viewpoint, I feel like, where she feels like she hasn't really done a whole lot wrong. You know, like, it's basically this masculine's got to get out of his own way. But I do feel with the spoil card that this feminine can be a bit unapproachable or a bit very difficult to nail down or to really get, you know, kind of the truth from or get a good read on. It's a very intimidating energy. All right. In the masculine's heart, the masculine goes back and forth between I want this, you know, and I'm terrified of it. But yet I also feel like I can't really necessarily free myself from it. It's something that has a hold of me. And there is some acknowledgement of that. I feel that this masculine actually doesn't really want to be the one to make the first move or to take the biggest risk here. Of course, nobody ever really wants to take the risk, but this masculine, I feel like he's in an energy of like trying to use his charm, trying to use some kind of level of attractiveness or something to like get you to come forward. It's almost an energy of like a little bit of a tease here. And it's not because the person doesn't want it. It's because fear is sort of emasculating this person in their mind. Like, it's preventing this person, you know, masculine energy, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, it's the energy of action. And fear will tie you up. Fear will hold you back from taking action, right? And so when we're in the energy of the queen instead of the king, it makes no difference if you're a masculine or a feminine. It's the energy of being out, going out and getting it, like with the king, or like hoping to receive it, to attract it toward us, to manifest it, to bring it in, to call it in toward us, so that we don't have to really risk anything, any kind of exposure or any kind of vulnerability here with the Nine of Swords, because we're afraid. And with the Two of Pentacles, there is an imbalance here in what this person is thinking, or how this person is handling their thoughts. It's kind of making them feel off balance. It may even be intensifying the insecurity or the anxiety that is holding this person back currently, or in at least in their thoughts. What is in their heart space? Jeez Louise, yeah. This person knows that their way of thinking is the thing that's really holding them back. I mean, they're completely aware of it. In their heart, they have the Five of Swords with the Devil coming out and the Star card. It's like this person even actually honestly realizes that it's because this matters so much. It's because they care so much. Six of Cups and the Star card. Because in their heart, it's like they cannot forget this person. It's like this person is the wish fulfillment of their heart. And it doesn't change. It stays the same. And when this person holds a space of fantasy or a dream of what relationship would just set their soul on fire, it's this connection. It's this relationship. But they know that their head gets in the way of their heart. They know their head and possibly overthinking or, you know, getting too far in the future, feeling very anxious about things that haven't happened yet. It holds them back from being able to take action on what is their heart's biggest desire and what their heart believes is their fate and destiny. What actions will this person take? Might this person take? Intend for this person to take? Okay. Wow. Well, this person plans on revealing their secret. They plan on opening up and speaking and communicating, reaching out. I feel like this person, it's like it may begin with, you know, a small like online little like, hey, how you doing? Slide into your DMs possibly. and then it may grow. This person sort of has intentions to sort of go beyond that and to really follow their heart and to come forward. You guys have been getting the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups in every reading. I mean, there's definitely someone here, Pisces, in your energy who wants to come towards you with their heart on their sleeve and have some kind of new beginning in love. They want to open up. They have this feeling that, you know, there is an opportunity here, and we are seeing with Rabbit Spirit on the bottom of the deck, they may be right. With the High Priestess in reverse, it's like, I feel like this person just really wants to break the silence with you. I feel like they want to see how you are or talk to you and kind of get something going here. In the feminine's thoughts, wow, we're getting the Eight of Swords and the Page of Swords and Temperance. The feminine, wow, with the Eight of Wands. Okay, it could be possible that the masculine has already reached out, or that the feminine may even really feel intuitively that the masculine's going to reach out. I don't really get the sense that the feminine is thinking about reaching out to the masculine. With Temperance here, I think that the feminine has really been focused on, you know, finding balance, creating peace, like stabilizing their own life and their own self. I think that the feminine has sort of come to a place of peace in their mind about this connection by just sort of acknowledging that this person is trapped either by their own thoughts or their own circumstances or their own words. It's kind of this energy of like, this person really isn't ready, or they're not capable of coming forward. The feminine may hope that the masculine reaches out with the Eight of Wands. Or they may be even contemplating conversation, or that this masculine may have already reached out. But the feminine may be thinking that whatever the conversation is that has occurred just sort of is an indicating factor to them that this person has not gotten out of their head yet, or hasn't been found a way to move beyond what was trapping them in the first place. And I think the feminine wants swift and significant movement forward. I just feel like this feminine has too much going for her to just kind of mess around. Yeah, but man, Lord. The feminine holds a space of love for this masculine, but it's almost like she feels it's her Achilles heel. Like it's the thing that is actually holding her back. Yeah. The feminine may feel that the masculine is juggling her with other people or other things or other situations, or too many things that this person is trying to do, that, you know, they really are not a wise choice or not a good choice. They may even in their heart of hearts think that the masculine has some toxicity to them. But truth be told, when this person, when this feminine goes into her heart of hearts, it's this past person that she comes up with for her true love story. With the Six of Cups and the Chariot, the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like, I feel this person has a good handle on the communication of their heart. I feel like this person knows what their heart is saying. They listen to what their heart is saying. But I also feel like this person feels that their heart can be a little reckless. Their heart can sometimes even see the toxicity and still invest, you know, and doesn't necessarily think for the long-term stability. And with the Chariot in the heart space, long-term stability is definitely something that's really important to this feminine. I think, you know, it would be her hope above all hopes that this past person would come in and really be the hero. But, and I feel she's ready to respond. You know, I feel like her response would be swift, you know, if this person were to come forward, because I feel her heart knows how her heart feels. Yeah, this feminine has absolutely zero intention of taking any action. I feel that this feminine, you know, they're not, you know, really keeping an eye necessarily on the masculine. Maybe they do, but it feels a little bit like, you know, I haven't completely decided that whatever you're offering isn't worth investing in with the masculine. And they have had the benefit of some time and some space to kind of get a new perspective, to get some more enlightenment, and to heal from possibly whatever has happened here in the past. I feel enough time has passed for that to come. I think the feminine is sort of writing it off like, you know, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, because there is some sense of almost like exasperation here on this feminine's part, where there's almost a little bit of her that is doubting whether or not this masculine can show up in the energy that she would need him to. But yet it feels like no one has ever made her happier, you know? I think that, you know, we're not waiting for it. We're not attached to an outcome, but there is some kind of, I feel like I would be really happy if there was a reconciliation of these soulmates here, you know, on the feminine's part, you know, but she's definitely not going to make it happen, and she's definitely not going to force it. I think she is just sort of leaving it up to time and chance and fate and destiny here. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Hangman, she's not going to let this connection take her out of her own energy again. With the Hangman here, there's an energy of just like, I know who I am and I know what I'm willing to sacrifice and what I'm not. And, you know, the only thing I'm really willing to sacrifice is just to simply say, I'm not going to close the door entirely. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm not going to make any further sacrifices for this to happen. It would have to be, you know, clarity. It would have to be a major illumination on your part coming toward me, you know, from the masculine to the feminine. Oy. All right. Pisces, let's get some messages here. For Pisces, dealing with the water sign. I hide behind material things. I'm starting to understand our connection, and I'm afraid to contact you. If you're dealing, my gosh, with a fire sign, you're getting, I'm so attracted to you. Just being near you is intoxicating. I want to tell you how I feel. You and I were too young. I bury myself in work to forget about you. It's time for me to heal now. You were the best thing in my life. My God, I think this fire sign really wants to talk. Okay, if you're dealing with an earth sign, I want to feel that way again. I wish I had treated you better. I love you. If you're dealing with an air sign, I want you. I wonder if you're happy without me. And I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Pisces. Well, this is what I have for you and them. Current energies to the best of my ability to see them. And gosh, guys, let me know if this resonates. Let me know if this feels like your story. I would love to hear from you. I do also appreciate all of your support on my channel. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And gosh, Pisces, until next time, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always.